Your task is to launch a rocket into space. You will need to research advanced technologies in order to unlock the rocket silo. Start small, work your way up with automation, and don't forget to protect yourself from the natives.
Hello everyone and welcome to episode 1 of FACTORIO. We have been dropped onto a random planet, and our goal is to launch off into space and escape. First of all, I will use my bare hands to break 3.5 tons worth of spaceship. It looks like the rocket that brought me here crashed somehow. After getting all the remains of the rocket, the second thing to do is figure out where am I, and what do I do here to get out and escape. Fortunately, I have brought an UV prospector from Earth, and I can see where different ore veins are. Right here, we have coal. I'll set up the automated miner that I stole from the rocket so that I can use it in the future. Up north, I have found a small deposit of iron containing ores. According to my Earth-based sources, also known as Wikipedia, this could be massive hematite, which is the most commonly mined, magnetite, titanomagnetite, and pisolitic ironstone. I decided to get rid of some sedimentary rocks around this area to obtain stone and coal. The next order of business is turning the iron ore that I mined into iron plates. Somehow, this process does not require 2 ingots and a hammer. Smelting some coal and iron ore in a furnace produces an ammothermic reaction, which makes an iron plate. Now I will try to automate the process, but to do this, I will also need several other components that are made with copper. I will then spend the next several minutes being stupid and making a setup that does not work. And here it is. The conveyor belt brings the iron ore onto an inserter that, oh wait, this requires electricity. My previous knowledge tells me that I need to start something called the steam age, get some iron, steel, some boilers, a solid fuel and a turbine, but things are a little bit different here. All I need is a boiler to boil water into steam using coal, and a steam engine, which turns steam into sweet eupratic. And after waiting several minutes for stuff to cook, I set off to go on the nearby lake and get some water. I placed an offshore pump, which isn't really offshore because it's right on the shore. Makes no sense. Then I placed several pipes which transport the water into my boiler, but I need the coal. I need to transport the coal several hundred meters from my coal deposit towards the lake. Making a lot of conveyor belts requires a lot of iron, which requires much weighting, and now it is time to place the belts and connect up the infrastructure together. The coal is flowing in, the efficiency is increasing, the water is getting boiled, the factory is growing. Okay, now, underground pipe goes here, steam boiler goes all the way over there, underground pipe. Now, we need to make some electric pylons to transport the juicy eupratic from the lake over to the mining area. Making pylons requires copper wire and wood. I don't know why you need wood to make electric pylons. The wire isn't even insulated. God damn it. Can one of the electrical engineer experts in the comments chime in and tell me why it doesn't go on fire? As a Greg Tech enthusiast, I want to automate my furnaces. Furnaces require coal. I am now going to build another massive conveyor that goes from the coal mine all the way to the smelting area. Running around while placing conveyors is one of the funniest things of all time. I love conveyor belts. Now, I have connected the coal. Step 2 is to upgrade my shitty tier 0 mining drills into glorious LV electric mining drills Mark II. For this, I need more copper, more manual mining. I have made the first scientific institution of this planet. I have made a laboratory. I will call my scientific institution CERN. I will hire thousands of humans and produce the first ever cocked ball collision technology. Mark my words, there is really a lot of technology to go through here, but what I need is automation. I upgraded my coal mine to an electric mining drill. More efficiency, more Greg, more technology, more progress. It has been a day since my last update. Even the iron drills over here have gotten the electric treatment, and I have also prepared one copper drill down there, along with a transport belt that will support the newer copper processing facility. Now, the copper facility is growing, but I must require some more science to create the best setup possible. I have to split the coal conveyor belt in two. This requires a belt splitter. I also wanted to set up a small assembling machine here, which turns iron plates into iron gears. Now, I am looking at the glorious statistics that make up the fabric of my factory. I love watching graphs go up. Day 7. CERN has finally researched automation, which means that now I can split up the coal conveyor belt in two. This is truly one of the advancements of humanity. Now, the coal is being forcefully fed into the copper furnaces. We have automation once again. Let's add some more spaghetti wiring and conveyor belts for good measure. This will make half the audience upset. The next goal of CERN is to automate red science. You see, if I want to research something, I need some small red glass bottles called automation science. Making them, somehow, requires copper plates and iron gears. Right now, I am trying to find the best possible setup to automate them. And here it is, 2 conveyor belts, with 2 inserters running through them, connected to an assembler that turns them into red science. CERN has finally automated research itself. Thousands of research papers and PhD theses are produced every second now. Anyways, I decided to dismantle the copper setup as I believed that it was too inefficient. Greg would never do such a thing. This new setup has more furnaces, and most importantly, it is expandable. I don't want any machines to stand directly above my precious ores because they take up space. Let's place the furnaces and the conveyor belts again. The second time building an automation setup is always better than the first. I also decided to amp up the coal production. This time, I will use a single conveyor belt that splits up into 2 paths, one for my boiler, and another for my furnaces. To make everything easier, I decided to copy a strategy that is used by many FACTORIO players like the famous nuclear engineer's algo. I decided to put all my items into a bus, a massive belt running through my gigafactory. This bus will have iron plates, copper plates, and iron gears. And here's me replacing the entire thing because I don't really like it. I want copper on the center, not on the left. Greg, damn it. The plan here is to use the assembling machine to assemble copper wires out of copper and add them to another layer of the bus. Here is the full thing. It's magical. Industry is working as a living organism with many different parts. All organs of the base must work in harmony to build the most efficient factory possible. Through a process of mechanical evolution, inefficient rogue parts of the factory must be pruned. A healthy cell always knows when to perform apoptosis. The bus is placed in such a way that it makes my science setup 4 times more efficient. I decided to upgrade the assemblers to make even more science. But anyways, that's it for today. See you in the second episode of FACTORIO, where the factory will